good afternoon, good morning, good evening, wherever you're in the world. Welcome to the Army, welcome to Full Time Sports Network, welcome to Axe. Big up to 200 people already watching. Thank you very much. Big up to Mons. Let's go, that team. Goes longest in YouTube history. Big up to the silver one that does our intros. But yes, it is long, but it gives me time just to chill out for a moment, so I don't mind. Where's the Sterling? You can tell that was made late last night, can't you? All the staff in the training centre were told to stay in their rooms whilst they walked around the training centre and filming the Sterling intro. Very funny last night. But yeah, it's very busy light last night. But yeah, big up to Bonds. Hope you're doing well, my friend. I think I'm doing the Man United game tomorrow. I'm not 100% sure. I need to check with Colm. But yeah, that'll be a good game. This will be entertaining for the neutral, I think. I think it might be stressful for me. I've got a horrible feeling. It will just round up what I can only describe as a rather deflating transfer window, if I'm honest. But hey, how it is what it is. I'm glad you're good, mate. I'm glad you're good. Big up to you, though, mate. Who's Stevenage got today? But anyway. We're currently on 333 people watching, so thank you very much. You'll hammer these lot if you finish. Well, that's the thing, isn't it? If we finish our chances. But Brighton are an odd team. As you know, last weekend, they don't go out and spend big bucks. And I think they've had a very good window. I think it's nearly spent like 170 million, something like that. But I don't think any of them are playing today. Apart from Minte, I think, is the only one that is starting today that's new. Obviously, Matt O'Reilly, Kadioglu, they've got a really decent window. And once they were all integrated and fit, I do think Brighton will be a bit of a problem, if I'm honest. You got Wrexham, tricky. They've made a couple of good signings this summer. We should have hammered them last week. Is that what I'll be honest, Matt, I haven't got a clue. I just remember Colm being very, very disappointed that they lost. They're a pokey team, my favourite. Yeah, Russ is a very good one. Matt O'Reilly I like personally. Yeah, he's out for quite a while as well. I think he's had to have surgery, isn't he? But he's out for a bit. But Kadioglu, fantastic left back. Well, once we get to see him in the team, they're going to be a force. I'll be honest. I think it's like the teams in 8th, 7th need to look out for Brighton, because I do think that they'll be pushing for it quite hard. And I think they've got the quality as well. So, interesting one. Big up to the 470 people currently watching. Let's go through the teams. You've got Verbruggen in goal for Brighton, Veltman, Dunk, Van Heck, Hinchelwood, Baliba, Milner, Minte, João Pedro, Matoma, and Welbeck up front for the Arsenal. You've got Raya in goal, White, Saliba, Gabriel, Timber, Partey, Rice, Odegaard, Saka, Trossard, and Havertz. We've got a very youthful bench, by the way. Which pleases me, but it kind of tells you that we are, for me, too short. We are too short for the squad. I feel that we didn't. I get the striker situation, because the number one target for the whole summer didn't become available when we thought they would, because we were kind of expecting a team to go, okay, we're struggling here. We need to offload someone, quite a substantial fee to bring in some players, but they decided not to go that route. That might change in January, depending on when this club is in January. If they're struggling to get their target, trust me, it's quite high. I think they'll have to offload, because the only way they really can spend is by offloading, really. So yeah, be interesting to see what happens in January, to be honest, because if a move was to develop, I think Arsenal will go for it. If not, I think we'll go big on him next summer. Big up to the 550 people now currently watching. Thank you ever so much. So currently I've got all the commentary and all that kind of Grand Prix of Aragon. It's very I've always wanted to watch it. I just never get into it. The MotoGP. But yeah, this we did the preview early this morning. Temi being Temi went 7-0 for Brighton. I get it. It's an ongoing joke for us. We know what he means. Had Jack that came in on X as well. He went for 2-0. I went for 2-1. I do think it's going to be not an easy game. I hope it's an easy game. I'd love to just be able to sit back and just chill out and enjoy the game. But I got a horrible feeling it's going to be a bit of a nervy one. I don't know why. I honestly don't know why, but I just got that horrible feeling because the window was so deflated. I just feel that we're just going to screw up somewhere. I hope we're wrong. I really do hope we're wrong. I don't like that training kit. You can't really tell the details of the cannon. It just looks a big blodge. Don't like that training kit at all. Well, that training hoodie, whatever you want to call it. I don't know. But yeah, big up to the 660 people currently watching. Thank you ever so much. Brighton players are just coming out into the tunnel now. Surely we're not going to be delayed. Surely. No, not. Right, I can now have volume, so I had to charge up my headphones because I forgot to charge them up last time. But this is going to be a good one, I hope, anyway. I think for the neutral, it's going to be a good game. Right, the players are coming out now. I think Trossard. There's no excuse for Trossard not to be up for this. One, he's been picked after making a statement with his celebration against Villa, but also this is Brighton. You know, it's his former team. All right, big up to 700 people now watching. All coming our normal, customary handshakes. So on the bench, you've got Setford, Martinelli, Kivior, Sinchenko, Jorginho, Calafiori, Lewis Skelly, Waneri, and Ulad Mahand Salah. Big up to Satvik. Hope you're doing well, my friend. Trying to work. Before you tell me, I'm going to guess 4 o'clock. I'm probably totally miles away, aren't I? I'm going to guess 4 o'clock. But this perfect time for you, isn't it, Satvik, really? The early morning. So Herzler has changed the goalkeeper. I do find this fascinating. I find it impressive, to be fair, that obviously Jason still started both games of the season so far, and in comes for Bruggen. And Jason's still done really well. So you got Rutter on the bench. Trying to work out who else is on there. Oh, that's about it. Big up to the 800 people currently watching. Thank you very much. Ah, 5 p.m. 1 hour out. My mind is associated after we post dinner, so it's weird. I bet it is. Yeah, I was close. Albert enjoying his little sing-song. Just going around, see the fans singing along. There's a few empty seats. Brighton are going to kick us off. They're going to go from right to left for the first half. Okay, game's underway. Just keep an eye on the timer. See how far behind I am. This Amex sponsor on the kit, one of the better ones. Just looking at the terrible ones. Yeah. No, I know what you mean. There are some really odd ones. Southampton's is quite odd, if I'm honest. But no, I get what you mean. There are some. King, tune in on Monday. But overall, I had a bit of a chat about it this morning. Oh, hang on, here comes Odegaard. Just going to see what this happens with this chance. Brighton have cleared it with Matoma. I will say a 6. I think Mikel will feel like a 7 to an 8, by the way, mate. So it's good, but I wish we got more out. I'm sure Mikel would have as well. And I'm sure he would have liked to have got 2 of his number 1 targets, which he didn't manage to get. So obviously Sterling was not a number 1 target for everyone that thinks that this was a planned situation. We were keen on him, but only on our own terms, which we managed to get. But we couldn't get our number 1 target in, and we knew we needed someone to come in. Now, the perfect deal is Sterling's coming on a loan. So we don't own him. We're borrowing him for a bit, and I'm sure he'll do very well for us. I think, honestly, I do think that him being with us will probably get him back into the England team. Oh, Saka is Rice, dinks it in. Arsenal look very, very up for this. Oh, hang on. Here's Minte. Minte's had to slow down now. Well, one back there by Trossard. But yeah, Monday, 7 o'clock, mate. I'm doing a show which will just be solely on the transfers and the breakdown of what happened, what went wrong, what players we didn't get, what players we agreed deals with but didn't pull the trigger on them. So, yeah, I agree. Mikel knows Raheem very well. So that's always a bonus. It means it's not going to take him too long to understand what Mikel is going to ask from him. Oh, hang on. That was close. Oh. Arsenal look very hungry, which I like. But no, you're spot on. I'm okay about it. Like, we're not paying him a fortune. We haven't paid a loan fee. There's no obligation to buy. So we've got him for the season. He'll help us out. I honestly think that he'll help out Martinelli, because I do feel Martinelli needs a little bit of guidance this season, because I do think this is make or break season for Martinelli. So yeah, I think it just suits both parties. I'm not involving Chelsea in this. It's got really nothing to do with them. They've made their own mess. They can lie in it. But I think for Raheem, obviously he knew he was going to have to go. He was never going to be part of Chelsea this season. Part of pre-season, and had a great pre-season with them as well. So it is a weird one, but yeah, it's an interesting situation, to be honest. But I think Mikel would be like a 7 or an 8. We would have liked to have got a couple more out to get a couple more in. Definitely not happy with just the 2 goalkeepers, by the way. We would have liked to have got a third, but we didn't manage to get that. But Setford, they do feel that he is ready enough to be the third goalkeeper. Obviously, we never really needed Cole Hine, apart from Carabao last season, I think. So Setford will play in. Ben White having a bit of a moment there. Well cut out. Arsenal can clear. That took me a little bit longer to say it got cleared than I would have liked. For me, I'm okay with Sterling just worrying about squad depth. Yeah, we're too short. That is definitely. We are definitely too short. Mikel will agree with that. I feel Edu, I know that he's done his PR video and saying, oh, so happy with it. But let's be honest, we are too short. We are a third goalkeeper away and we're a striker away. That's without the extra players that should have left. So, yeah, there's a lot to discuss on Monday, which is why I'm doing a specific show just for that. So we can talk about it and go in depth. 6 for me, closer to 7 than 5. Yeah, I get that. Yeah. You know me, I don't do 0.5s, but it just makes you think about it. So, yeah, you thought about it. It's a 6 for you. Totally with you. I'm less angry than I was this morning, but I'm still a 6. I can't push myself to a 7. I just can't. I'll explain a little bit more why on Monday as well, why I'm more of a 6 than I'm a 7, because there were ready-made deals there for us. Ready-made. That, yes, weren't number 1 target. Yes, weren't number 2 target. But there was someone that we had scouted, we got the data for. They would have done exactly what we needed them to do. And we've decided not to pull the trigger. That's what has frustrated me the most with this window, is the fact that we could have got extras in. We chose not to, and they ended up going to another club. So, yeah. That's the only reason I'm more of a 6 than I'm a 7, because I know that we were close to some, and we just didn't pull the trigger. It's a shame. Anyway, free kick, dangerous position here for Arsenal. Saka was fouled, I think, by Hinchelwood. I've got new bottles, but they are ridiculously annoying. It's a workout just to get the juice out of it. Saka. Oh, I'll be honest, this is not. I'll be surprised if we get a goal from this. I'll come to your comment in a minute, Satvik. I know exactly what you're talking about. You know me well enough. Yeah, absolutely came to nothing. Went into the wall. Batoma cleared. Ball's got back to Odegaard, though. Here's Saka. Back to Odegaard. Trying to find Saka. Saka, low effort, quite weak effort. Easily saved by Verbruggen. So I was just getting the goals quite close so I can find them easy. Really urge you to reconsider on doing the 0.5s. Can help you out at the line. I just want people to think a little bit more, because I feel that 6.5s are a cop-out. That's just my opinion. You know, I just think they're a cop-out, because if I take away the ability to go for a 0.5, it just makes you think about it a little bit more to either go to the 6 or go to the 7. So that's why I take away the 0.5. Raheem is at the stadium, by the way. I'm pretty sure he's knackered, if I'm honest, because it was a very late night. Very late night. I'm not even sure if he's slept. But I'm honestly looking forward to seeing Sterling in an Arsenal shirt, as long as we get the Sterling that we all know, not the one that has been at Chelsea for a bit. But if you look at Kai, you look at Jorginho, I think maybe take away Jorginho, because to be fair, he wasn't poor. He was just in a poor squad. But Kai, you know, he lost all that magic. But 20. Well, here's Saka again. Here's Odegaard. This is much better by Odegaard today. I haven't seen this in the first 2 games yet from Odegaard. He does need to. I don't want to be mean to him, but he does need to waken up a little bit, because I felt the last 2 games weren't fantastic. Right, here's Saka. Oh, good idea, but the cross was poor in the end. Big up to the 1,000 people currently watching. Yeah. Right, here's Declan Rice. It's all been Arsenal so far. There's been like one a slightly dangerous attack by Brighton, but nothing more than that. I need to find this Sky Bet thing because I'm not a Sky Bet 365. That was brilliant last time I did this because they do this dangerous. Oh, sod off! There's no way there's been 4 dangerous attacks by Brighton. What are they on about? Possession's 59-41. Here's Saka again. Oh, Saka is having a beautiful day. That's a corner. I wonder if don't go 2 reactions for this, but I'm wondering whether or not signing Sterling has excited. Oh, definitely strikes his arm, but what's he meant to do? Jeez. I just wonder if he's got really excited about playing with Sterling and training with him and all that kind of stuff because, you know, obviously those two will know each other from the England days as well. I just wonder because he looks well up for it today. Right. Anyway, corner to Arsenal. Right, corner comes in. Let's go out for a goal kick though. Not sure if that's a corner. Let's have a look. No, that's a goal. That's a goal kick to me. That ain't a corner. Big up to Giggs. Saying hello, Bobby. Hope you're well, bud. Hope you're well too, Nick. Hope you do well. Well done. Well done, Thomas Partey. Wins it back. Or Trossard. Having a dodgy 30 seconds here, if I'm honest. Lost the ball. Bad pass. Right, here's Brighton. Here's Belieber. Back to Hinchelwood. Big up to the 1,100 people now currently watching. Ooh. Right, come on, Saka. Saka versus Hinchelwood is going to be a very good battle today. Oh, good deal. Cut out by Ben now. Here's Saka. Here's João Pedro with the ball. The ball by Saka did not reach Saliba. Here's João Pedro with a cross. Oh, that's a little bit of an alarm there, I have to be honest. Minte beat Timber to the ball with a header. I don't know if Timber was just ball watching. That's not great. Maybe he wasn't expecting the header. Maybe, I don't know, but didn't like that, if I'm honest. As a fullback, you should never be beaten by a forward. That is your job. Oh, hang on. So Ayari's coming on. Milner is off. So an early change here. So Ayari is coming on for Milner by the looks of it. I'm seeing this chance by Minte again. Yeah, I'm with Ali on this one. I still feel that that's not great defending by Timber. Great forward by Minte, but Timber was more waiting for the ball to come to him instead of going to the ball. As a fullback, that's a big no-no for me. Make sure you win that ball. Make sure you're the first person to get that ball. It's going to be quite an long injury. I'm sure he's coming off, so I don't know why they just don't take him off. Because Ayari is ready to come on, so I don't. What was the whole point of him sat down on his butt? If he's now going to get. Well, why didn't they just take him off then? Why did they just let him sit on the floor? Unbelievable. That really frustrates me, I'll be honest. Yeah, just making sure it's definitely Ayari that's coming on. Yeah, Ayari coming on. So there we go. Ayari is now on for Milner. So that's an early change, an early forced change. Big up to Chris. Big up, mate. Thank Lord that month's, mate. It's been disappointing for so many clubs. Obviously, I get to hear about multiple clubs, not just Arsenal, but multiple clubs. Liverpool are not that happy that they couldn't. So basically, what it was mainly to do with the money. Like, not that Liverpool. Oh, hang on. The price tags were just not matching the lack of money in the market, because normally they drop, and they were dropping, but teams weren't dropping the price tag as they should do. So it was a very weird market in the end. You know, Newcastle were. I'd comfortably say 3 or 4 targets short. United are 2, we are 2, you are 2 minimum. Who else? Wolves are 2. Tottenham are 3. So many different situations. It's really weird. Yeah, I know. If you got Zubimendi, you would have been happy, but you wanted a centre back. But the situation with Everton is really odd, because we all know who they've signed. We all know what's going on. So they don't feel that they're pressured to sell them, because they know that a takeover will happen at some point. So they know that the money will be there. I'll go to your first comment first, Nick. Overall, I guess this team is another year's season. Maybe it's about adding the garnish rather than drastic changes, trying to challenge my own thinking too. Yeah, look, I'm not happy about it. Mikel's not happy about it. Edu's not happy about it. It didn't go according to plan. That's for certain. I was a little bit angry this morning, so I didn't want to give a number, but I'm now I've calmed down a little bit. I'm still a 6 out of 10. Not happy with it. A lot of things didn't happen the way that they should have done. Odegaard's gone down here in quite a lot of pain, actually. I obviously, because I'm talking to you guys, I didn't see what happened. See if I can see the. Oh yeah, it's just an accidental follow through. Geek saying Saudi did not drop their 2 billion. Did that? Yeah, 100%. So obviously they spent money, but they did not spend anywhere near the 2 billion, and a lot of it went to different federations. So a lot of it went to South America, went to countries you just didn't think would be having the money. And they were, I personally think they were making sure they didn't strengthen the big teams as well. So they were very careful. They didn't get some of the targets they wanted. Obviously, we all know that they were after Alisson, Casemiro. There was loads of big name players that were trying to get. They couldn't get them. Obviously, trying to get Osherman didn't happen. So yeah, that has had a massive, massive, massive effect of every club. You look at Real Madrid. Real Madrid have done pretty much nothing apart from Mbappe. They've done nothing. Now they wanted 2 other signings. They couldn't do it. So if it affected Real Madrid, who by far probably one of the richest clubs that can pretty much do what they want and get who they want, if they can't, then that just tells you that players or teams like Tottenham, Newcastle, Arsenal, United, Liverpool aren't going to find it that easy to get who they want. It's all I would say is the European leagues next summer will be prepared for this and will make sure that they don't listen to what they come out with, because it's the statement that we listen to and we're like, oh, okay, this will change the whole market. It didn't change the whole market. The market was extremely tough and was hoping that we could play it better. We didn't, unfortunately. But yeah, January could be interesting, I'll be honest. I think January there'll be some movement, more than there probably was in most Januaries, but I think January could be interesting for me. So yeah, let's have a look. I'm happy with the manager we got, but so angry with our window at Liverpool. I'm happy with Carlisle Saints, but not the manager. It's a shame you can't combine the two, innit? Would you take Arne Slot at Carlisle and give Paul Simpson to Liverpool? I already know your answer, so please don't come back to me. I didn't mind Gomez staying, to be honest, as DM was main priority, but Gomez better at fullback. Yeah, but you wanted to do way more in the market, Liverpool. It's been disappointing. My prediction was 2-1 to Arsenal. Cheers, mate. Obviously, I did the preview very early this morning, so yeah, I'm not surprised people weren't in it. Tactical purchasing. I wondered if they. Oh, hang on, 2 secs. Just waiting to see if this gets cleared or if we score from it. Of course, a lot of pinball headers there. I wonder if they missed some leagues on purpose to create stress. The next year, things are not as expensive. I think next year the European leagues will all be prepared for this now. Obviously, you hear that the Saudi League are pumping £2 billion. The European leagues are going to be like, okay, let's be honest, 75% of that is coming to us. Without being big-headed, but they all kind of know that that's where it's coming. And it didn't. It hardly. I can't even think their biggest spend was. Was it possibly Ivan Toney? Maybe. I without looking into it, I don't know what their biggest spend was in Saudi, but I definitely don't think it was a ridiculous. That's for certain. So next summer will be very interesting, especially for us. But I think January might be as well, in my opinion. Let's have a look at his challenge. Now, they only got 9s this morning. I wasn't that impressed by him, if I'm honest. Raya White, Dunk, Gabriel, Hinchelwood, Baliba, Rice, João Pedro, Saka, Welbeck, Trossard. You know what, Chris? That is a 10. I think this morning, I just wasn't that. I don't know what it was. Maybe because I was in a bad mood. I'm not sure. But I gave 9s this morning to Tim and Tony that did the challenge this morning, and yeah, that was a 9. I think it was a 10. I like Believer. I think he's a good player. Dunk, Gabriel, two tough centre backs there. Raya White, I like Kinchelwood. João Pedro, I like. Rice, Saka, yeah, I like that. And you kept within the rules as well, so that's well done. Excellent stuff. Well done, mate. Oh, the numbers crept up suddenly. Big up to the 1,800 people now watching. Might go out for a throw into Arsenal. Coming up to 25 minutes played. I couldn't tune in as my grandma. Oh, sorry, mate. Well, I'm glad she's okay, but yeah, that must have been horrendous to go through. But yeah, I'm glad you're all right, mate, and she's okay as well. Yeah, it was so early, mate. I literally just set it up this morning as well. But I will be back to do the match reaction about 10 to 15 minutes after this game has finished, just to give me time just to get things ready for it. Well, we're getting a weather warning. Why is there a weather warning? When's this happening? So I'm just checking this. Between 9 a.m. and 9 p.m. Okay, tomorrow. I think we could entertain Gyökeres or Striker if Sporting are out of the Champions League, like we entertained Tony the previous January. I'll come back to that in a minute, Geeks, if you don't mind. She was like, I'm fine, I don't need hospital, etc. One side of her skin is obviously more down than the other side, but that will help now. Well, I'm glad she's okay, mate. I'm glad to send in your family all our best wishes, mate. All right. I think now is the point where it won't be Gyökeres. If Gyökeres was ever going to happen, it would have been this window that's just gone. I think from now on, it will be number one target and number one target alone. Maybe number two target if number one target is like never going to leave. Then it will go to number two target. Gyökeres was not number one or number two target. He was someone that we were keen on. Price was an issue, big one. Very similar to Osherman. So, yeah, I think now the window has closed. I think Gyökeres, unless they say, like, you can have him on loan with an option to buy for 10 million quid, then obviously Arsenal will go for it. But that ain't going to happen, let's be honest. I just feel that if our number one target, his team, are having a bad season, which I do think they might, if I'm honest, because they've had a very poor window, in my opinion. I feel that we possibly could. Yeah, it could possibly happen. Possibly in January. We'll wait and see. I'll be watching Carlisle on the Sky Sports Plus. I'm not going to watch any more games till he's gone. No. I don't blame you, mate. To be honest, I hope it works for you today. Let me know if it's working as well. Because obviously, when I tried to do it a couple of weeks ago, just absolute nightmare. There's some major strikers like Gyökeres did not move. I know. Tells you everything about how that market did not go, isn't it? Osherman didn't go. He's Lukaku. Honestly, the Napoli situation is mental. We may not even see Osherman play at Napoli, but they still want to get him gone, and he still wants to go. Make it make sense. Exactly. Vlahovic didn't go. Gyökeres didn't go. Unfortunately, one of the big dominoes did not fall. And with the strikers, one domino had to fall, and none of them did. None of the striker dominoes fell. Supposedly, it was meant to be every single. Once one dropped, they would all just done a little roundabout and would have just carried on. One transfer would have knocked onto another transfer, would have knocked onto another transfer, blah, 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 until it was all sorted. But it didn't. Saudis can still buy him. Their window closes on the 2nd, I believe. So they've got 2 days. The only thing is, Al Ali, the team that were the most interested in Osimhen, have now signed Tony, and they've got like a certain amount of foreign spots, so they haven't got any spare space for him now, so they can't sign him. So yeah, it's a mess. If I'm honest, it's an absolute mess. Do I think he'll still go? For common sense, yes. But I honestly don't know. Brighton are coming into this game a little bit. Here comes Welbeck. I like Welbeck. Matoma. Brighton are coming into this game a little bit now. All right, let's go back to Chris's comments now. Sorry, mate. I'm trying to keep them all together so I can. I'm not going from one conversation to another. Jordan Jones now coming in, cranks pressure up on him because he's a championship player at full fitness and he linked up well with Wyke at Wigan. So well, fingers crossed then. I beg you change his 5-3-2 to more attacking formation. We should be playing good football with the squad we got now. Let's hope so. It works on my phone. That's where I watch it. Oh, okay. Whoever our number target was, we will still go after them in future windows. Yes. As long as obviously Mikel is with us, number one target won't change. I don't think anyone's going to be shocked by the number one target. It's Isaac, and Sesko is number 2. So, if Newcastle have a dodgy start of the season, which they could do, they haven't strengthened the way that they wanted to. I still think that they're stupid for not accepting the deal for Isaac or Bruno just to help with the funds. But it is what it is. I feel Newcastle could have a bit of a flop. So if they're like, I don't want to say too far down, but like 10th coming up to January, that would start panic a little bit, wouldn't it? Because Newcastle, with the amount of money that they've got behind them and with all these new rules and that kind of stuff, Saka's down here. So I feel I said it to G a couple of weeks ago. A couple of weeks ago, there was 0% chance of Isaac happening. Over a few days, that became 2% because there was the door just opened just that tiny little bit, and we're kind of like, okay, let's see what's happening here. But Newcastle decided to not go down the route of, okay, let's sell someone big, get some money in, then we can strengthen these places. They chose not to do that. That's their choice. It is what it is. But I expect January to be fairly busy, and I think Newcastle could be one of those that could be busy. Osimhen should be going because him and Conte not a marriage. No, it's definitely not. Let's just quickly go to Chris before I go back to Nick. I predicted Howe sacking last season, this season, just because owners won't be accepting this at the moment. I would say that the owners also have to bear in mind that they've sold this big pitch, right? That they're the richest owners. Yes, they are the richest owners in the world, but financial rules are financial rules. You can't just. The only way that they can improve their finances, where they can spend bigger, is commercial and basically affecting the fans. So upping the prices of tickets and all that kind of stuff. They need to improve the other finances that are coming in so they can spend more, because they're in Newcastle, their tickets aren't as high as what they are in other clubs. Their income isn't as high as other clubs because of commercial values and all that kind of stuff. So they have to qualify for Europe. They have to get this extra money from other places. and they're not doing that. So if I was their owners, which obviously I'm not, I would have sold Bruno. I would have sold Isaac this summer. Guaranteed you'll get close to 200 million. Guaranteed. Then use it wisely. They've got a very good scouting system. They've got a very good sporting director. They've got very good people that negotiate deals. They could easily have got 4 new players in for that price, for the 200 million that they bring in. 4 new players. And you look at Brighton, they go out and scout some fantastic young talent and spend cheap and sell big. I'll be honest, right? If Brighton were the ones that were bought by the same owners that own Newcastle, I'd be petrified by Brighton. Absolutely petrified. Because they would have the ability to do it. They would have the ability to challenge the top 4 because of the way that they buy and sell. Newcastle are all about the shiny new toy. You know, buying Tonali, buying Bruno, buying Isaac. They were all wanted by the big clubs. They should have done it in Brighton style, and they would have been a bigger force by now already, and they're not. So there we go. That's my little mini rant. Sorry. Is Mikel committing to a long-term contract? I wondered if it was tied to the window. If Pep does leave, I feel a little vulnerable about him moving. I haven't been told that nothing else happens with Mikel other than he signs a new deal. Does that mean that if he has a bad season, we won't sack him? No. It just means he's committed to us a bit more. Obviously, I'm not that concerned about the situation. I'll be honest, as an Arsenal fan, if he was to leave us to go to Man City, I hope all the people that love Arteta so much pipe down quite a lot, because if he was to leave us to go to our rivals, because I do class Man City as our rivals, just like I do Liverpool, because we both challenge for the big honours. Yeah, I would not be happy. And that will be down to Mikel. You know, Mikel did not play for Man City. He played for Arsenal. There's no reason for him to go to Man City, in my opinion. As if I was Mikel, I'd only want to manage where I played. I wouldn't want to go to Man City. I wouldn't want to tarnish my name with that kind of club. Everyone knows how much I hate City, by the way, so everyone knows what I'm on about. But I wouldn't want to touch that club. Wouldn't want to touch him. So I'm not concerned that he'll go to Man City, because I don't think that will happen. Do I think Pep might leave? Yes, I do. I think Pep will leave. I think they'll go down a different route. I think they'll go down a different route to replace Pep, in my opinion. And obviously, we need to see what happens with them anyway, because obviously the case will be decided probably February, March time next year. So, oh, hang on. Oh, Kai's through here. Kai, get in there.
Welcome to my party. We're just getting started. A life is a dream.
Brilliant stuff by Saka there, putting through Kai Havertz. Fantastic by Havertz, by the way. What a calm finish by Havertz. Well, that takes away the stress a little bit. Let's see this again, because obviously I was having my mini rant at the time. So Timber, big hoof up, dunk. What on earth is that by Dunk? How on earth has he lost the ball to Saka there? What on earth? What on earth was that by Dunk? Oh my word, that was awful. Let's have a look. Right, where was I? Regarding Newcastle, selling Isaac and Bruno makes sense. Also, why we cleared the decks and were so careful with the structural deals. I felt we were sitting back up. Yes, that is 100% accurate. Unfortunately, I will be honest, there was 2 deals that we were hoping for in the final week. They didn't materialise, so we've got what we've got. Is that, nothing really started to happen enough for us to like go, okay, we'll give you this. You need the door to open a little bit more before we go there. But Nico Williams, we were discussing him until at least 10 o'clock yesterday morning. And then once the final closed door on that it was a case of, okay, Raheem is available. Let's work on Raheem. And we managed to get him. So I'm happy. And look, at the end of the day, Sterling's not ours. He's on loan. So it hasn't affected us in any way. We've still made a profit this summer, which bonus. 60 million down the drain, 100%, mate. Getting FPL points for Havertz for me. Yeah, it's well done. I don't like FPL. Big up to the 3,600 people currently watching. I do apologise I didn't say thank you. The number just crept up whilst I was rabbiting on and having a bit of a moan, if I'm honest. Let's have a quick look at Chris's first. Only concern on Sterling is he can be a bad egg if he's not playing. I think, I'll be honest, right? Sterling knows what he's going to be at Arsenal. At Chelsea and Man City and Liverpool, he was in a different part of his career. He knows what he is now. He knows his age. He knows where he is in his career. He knows where Arsenal are. So I feel that he will be absolutely fine and absolutely relaxed about the... Oh, hang on. Declan Rice is going to yellow here. I think it's a yellow card here. Let's have a look at this challenge. I don't think it was... He hardly touched him. Now I've just seen it. That's really annoyed me now. Oh, okay. That's really annoyed me. He's not as bad as Rashford, though. Not that. Yeah. I'll definitely guess there. I guess, Bobby, our squad is 22 players, 2 to 3 short. Yep, 2 short at the moment. I figured we were trying something. I doubted Williams wanted us or was holding out for Barca. I don't want to be too mean on Nico. But Nico gave us enough hope that there was a possibility. And it got to a point, what was the other card here for Hertzler is getting a yellow card here as well. Bless him. What was it? But yeah, so for Nico, it was a case of, he had the opportunity to come to us if he wanted. We would have literally flown over to Spain, triggered the release clause, job done. Lovely. All happy days. But we left it to the last possible moment we could without cutting ourselves off. And I feel we've done the right thing. I'm still going to be a 6 because I feel that there are players still at the club that I think we could have moved on. I think we should have moved on. It is what it is. But then we move on to the next window. And then the summer window. There's another player. João Pedro's rolling around here. Foul by... I don't know why he's rolling around so heavily there, to be honest. Kimpy Anthony is officially confirmed. Yes, he has. Another one I got right this month ago. Yeah. How long's his contract? Because there was talk that he had a 5-year deal. I don't think he's got the 5-year deal now, has he? So obviously he had a bit of a moment yesterday, didn't he? Right, Hinchelwood. I'm pretty sure there should be a corner. I don't know why it's not a corner. That's clearly a corner. No idea. No idea what's going on there. I gave Liverpool a 4 at best. I'll be with you. I'll be very with you there. That was a very good finish by Havertz. Beautiful, wasn't it? So calm as well, because those type of finishes are not easy. We've seen a lot, especially in our time, Nick, where a lot of players missed the target, put it over. But that was very calm and very, very confident by Havertz, which I like. So big up to Kai. Got 4 minutes of injury time for the first half. As everyone knows, I will have a quick break at half time. It's not been an awful first half by us. Brighton have done well as well in patches. Oh, just slightly worried that. Oh, hang on, no. Just worried about Declan being on a yellow card here. Always Saka, Trossard trying to find Declan. Cleared by Brighton. Goes all the way back to Raya. The thing is, for us at the moment, we just need to be really, really careful with injuries and suspensions now, because we are really light. Let's be honest, really light. 2 years with because I heard 5 years, and all of a sudden Mercedes have changed that. But Trossard with a shot, good save by Verbruggen. Those types of finishes were Invincibles eras, maybe post Invincibles, gives me confidence seeing him finish like that. Yeah. Kai, yes, he's our number one striker at the moment, but I think if Sesko had come in, or if we got Isaac, there would not be a number one striker. There would be a case of, okay, this is how we're going to play this. One would drop, one would, or we could even do two. That would be interesting. 10 and a 9. We're not going to be as versatile as. Hang on, what's happening here? Bit changeable. Hang on, what's the ref doing here? Okay, just changing the ball over because I think one of the balls went flat. But yeah, it wouldn't have changed anything. But Jesus is number 3 striker. That I can guarantee. He's not second choice. Jack's second choice now, due to the fact we don't have a second choice. But he would have been number 3 choice if we had brought someone in. João Pedro is amazing at acting. Oh, yellow card for Party. I'll be honest, from what I saw, there was nothing there. I don't know what happened, but hang on. I might be wrong. It was a little tug. Unbelievable. Action Nui to Aston Martin will be confirmed next month. Liam Lawson will be confirmed to Visa RB by the end of the season for 2025, which leaves Perez versus Ricardo for a Red Bull seat. Surely Sergio wants to leave. Surely. I would. If I was Sergio, I'd want to leave. That's just me. Right, about 10 seconds left of the first half. Saka's down, but they have decided to blow the whistle for halftime. Early season reffing decisions always create stress later in the season. Remember that lame red. Yeah. We just need to be sensible. I'll be honest. The Declan Rice one, yes, yellow card. Thomas Partey, not a yellow card at all, in my opinion. Right, I'm going to have a quick break. I will be back very, very shortly. welcome back, people. Big up to the 4,100 people currently watching. Let's quickly do the stats before I look into the comments. Let's ignore I said that. Okay, so first half possession for 48 for Arsenal. I'll ignore that 4,000 people were listening to me saying that. 52% for Brighton. Dangerous attacks, 26 for Arsenal, 17 for Brighton. 44 attacks for Arsenal, 31 for Brighton. 6 shots for Arsenal, 3 on target. 5 shots on target for 5 shots for Brighton, 0 on target for Brighton. 2 corners for Arsenal, 1 corner for Brighton, 2 yellow cards for Arsenal. Rice and Thomas Partey, so that's 2 of our midfielders on yellow cards. Not great. Great assist by Saka. I'll be honest, I'll question mark that defending by Dunk for a long time. That was horrendous defending by Dunk. But great assist by Saka. Fantastic finish by Havertz. XG for Arsenal 0.98, 0.08 for Brighton, for all you lovers of XG, which I know there's so many of you. Right, let's get into the comments. Big up to the 4,200 people now watching. Thank you ever so much for this. Let's have a look. I expect Ricardo to get the seat. He has strong bond with Red Bull, unlike Perez. Totally agree. Now, Ed, big up to Ed. Great first half. Odegaard needs to be substituted. I would love, Ed, for you to tell me why. I have to be honest, right? The first 2 games this season, I haven't been impressed by Odegaard that much, if I'm honest. Today, I thought definitely the first 15 to 20 minutes, I thought he was very good. Probably faded a little bit since. So is that the same look that you're having as well, that he had the good first 20 minutes but the rest of the first half wasn't great? Or do you feel that he was not great for the whole first half? So Ed, I'd love to hear what you said. No one's wrong on this. I just love people's opinions, just so I don't want anyone saying, oh, I'm having a pop at Ed, because I'm not. I love different opinions and I love hearing other people's opinions, so I'm just intrigued. Big up to King, saying, from what I've heard here in Sweden, Isaac is very keen to join Arsenal. He is happy at Newcastle, but he wants to play Champions League football. I can see him push for a move this summer if they fail to make Champions League. King, you are 100% accurate. Now, he was someone I was talking about a little bit earlier again with Nick. Now, 0% chance about 2 weeks ago. There was all of a sudden the door opened a little bit. There was like a 2% chance that it could have happened. It didn't go any further than that. And it is what it is. I feel in my heart, if Newcastle have a bad start to the season and they're like 11th, 12th, 10th, something like that, quite a distance behind the teams in Europe spots, I feel Newcastle will panic a little bit and will probably feel that they have to sell someone to be able to reinvest that money in the squad. I think Isaac is the perfect player to do that. I think they've got 2 players that can easily get 200 million in for very quickly, Bruno and Isaac. Guarantee easy money for those 2. Isaac is our number 1 target. Not a shock to a lot of people. Sesko was a number 2 target. There was a possibility that could have been done at the beginning of the summer, which is why we tried. But Sesko wasn't too happy with the fact that he wouldn't have been constantly playing, which obviously hinders threw me a bit. So Sesko, obviously, for his development, needs to constantly play football. So, yeah, it just... I'm totally with him on this one, because I would have loved to have Sesko, but I do agree that coming to Arsenal would have hampered him a little bit in his development, because I think he's going to be an outstanding player at some point. He is very good now, but I feel that there's definitely things he needs to develop in. And when you're playing constant football at the top level, and you will be in Germany, and you will be in Champions League or Europe or wherever they are, I think, yeah, I just find it very interesting. Um, but yeah, so if not January, definitely next summer. I think next summer we will go all guns blazing for him. I think also his value. I just need to double check how long his contract is. I think maybe so. Next summer he'll have 3 years left on his contract. His market value is only like 80 million. So them asking for 100 million is obviously more to do with the length of the contract he's got. They're in severe, strong position. But yeah, you are spot on with that, King. So whatever you're hearing in Sweden is spot on. Isaac would definitely love to come here, and sooner the better as well. All right, the players are coming. Well, the Brighton players are coming back out. Arsenal players are now coming back out. Big up to the 4,300 people currently watching. Thank you very much. Okay, second half back underway. Oh, nice little pass there by Trossard to Timber. Shot by Rice. Could have gone literally anywhere, that deflection by Hinshelwood, but it goes out for a corner to Arsenal. Good start so far. Comes in over the bar. Goal kick. It's Gabriel that won the header. What happened there? I don't know why. It's a little bit. Oh, Rice has been sent off. You are winding me up. I don't know why why Scott a yellow card here. I'll be honest. I don't know what's gone on there. I'm bemused. I'm bemused. What on earth's happened there? Well, I don't know how that's a red. Right, let's have a look. Sorry, Chris. Obviously, I've been trying to work out what the hell's been happening. Just recording my Champions League phase predictions. To be honest, weren't too bad to do in the end. I thought that was going to be a head fuck at first. It's a beautiful day, Hala. Let's hope it's a beautiful day on the pitch today. At home to Tranmere, who are unbeaten. Oh, you got that game today, ain't you? Oh, jeez. Let's hope you get. Chris, unless you can tell me, because I can't work out how that's a red card or a second yellow card. Actually, obviously it's a red card, so it's two yellow cards. But I don't understand the second yellow card. I don't know what he's got from. Rice fouled him, but it's not a card for me. And Veltman was lucky to be on the pitch for a kick out. Yeah, that's what I've saw. That foul was not a yellow card foul. If that's seriously, wow, I just, oh god, oh geez, honestly, I don't get refs. I really don't. Oh my words. Oh, I just, oh my word. Yeah, that's weird. I have to be honest. That's going to change. That's going to change the game. That is, and I don't get it. I just don't get it. Here's Veltman. If Veltman scores, I promise you, fans will have a massive meltdown because I don't think it's a red card from Veltman, but it's definitely yellow. I don't agree with what Veltman did, but there is a situation where you can think, okay, that's just a yellow. I don't think it's a clear red. Where's Matoma? What was Rea trying to do there? Harder to beat with 10 men, though, in my opinion. It definitely can be. Definitely can be. But Arteta only knows one system. and that's what concerns me. Is, we've lost Declan Rice, who's now, I'm going to guess Kai is going to drop into that position now because obviously you've got Thomas Partey there. I think I would be more worried if Thomas Partey wasn't there with how we would set up. So I think Kai will just drop and do that left role anyway. Just won't have a vocal point up front, but that's not great. What I said earlier, like, maybe it's a commentator's curse. He's seriously not getting a yellow card for that little knock. Wow, that's madness. Oh dear. So, well, I'm worried now. I'm worried. I think this will be all Brighton now. Big up to the 4,600 people watching. If we manage to keep a clean sheet in this game, I'll be well chuffed. Every week, VAR takes over. Well, this is not even VAR, is it? This is the ref. I just don't know how they think that is a kick away, because it's literally a little tap. The ball's in motion. It wasn't placed. So Calafiori is going to come on shortly. Apparently, it's for Rice blocking free kicking. Yeah, it is, because thankfully I got the sound in, mate. But I appreciate it. The letter of the law is you get a yellow card for that. I just question whether or not he kicking the ball away. The ball was in motion. That's my question is, was he kicking the ball away? Was he slowing the free kick down? Yeah, probably. So then that technically probably is a yellow card. But Veltman got nothing. Oh, great state. Bollocks. Bollocks, 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 bollocks.
I feel like I'm losing my mind.
So Trossard is on for Calafiori. Oh. That's our clean sheet gone. Don't see us winning it, if I'm honest. Just got to make sure we don't lose it now. Yes, technically. So is mine, technically. I went for 2-1 as well. Oh, jeez. Big ups to Jerry. I love your confidence. I really do. Here's Matoma. Oh, jeez. Yari with a shot blocked. Hinchelwood with a header just wide. Bugger. I love your confidence, Jerry, but I really don't see it. I'll be honest. Big up to the 4,800 people currently watching. Bugger. This actually be a good result with the way it's going now. I can't. I said it. Said it the first game. At home, we have to make it a fortress. We cannot, in my opinion, drop any points at home. Any. I know that's really tough, but I don't see why we can't beat Man City at home. I can't see why we can't beat Liverpool at home, United at home, Chelsea at home, every club at home, apart from when this happens. It's hard to defend too much because the letter of the law, and fans don't like the letter of the law, but the letter of the law is the letter of the law, is Declan Rice can't do what he did. It's an automatic yellow card, which I think is why the referee said I had no choice. And technically he doesn't, because the letter of the law states if you kick the ball away, it is an automatic yellow card. There is no if, mots, or babies. Doesn't matter if you're on a yellow card already. It is another yellow card, which then results in a red card if you're already on a yellow card. So Declan should have been more sensible. It's not like he's an immature player. He's not someone that hasn't had loads of experience. It's not like someone who doesn't know the rules. He knows the rules. So as much as it's annoyed me, the letter of the law is going to be a yellow card. So it's going to be a red. I still felt Veltman should have got a yellow. No, that one I do agree. That one should have happened. I'm praying at 2 p.m. that Simpson lineup is good. Fingers crossed for you, it is, mate. When's the qualifying? Is it 3 o'clock today, or is it 2 o'clock? I hope it's not 2 o'clock. I actually want to try and wrap everything up by qualifying if it's 3 o'clock. Um, 3 p.m. Awesome. I can watch it. Big clash today in League One, the Posh versus Hollywood. How do you see that one going, Bobby? Ooh. Is it? Hang on. It's only because Libby Munsey winding me up. So, for people that don't know, there's a guy that watches us and we're friends with him called Munsey. He's a Stevenage fan, and I asked him who Stevenage had got, and he said Wrexham. Munsey, you wait. They got Lincoln. I had to check it then because Munsey really blew my brain because I thought they had Wrexham. I'm with Chris. Goalfest. I'm going to go with 3-2 for. I'm going to go with 3-2 for Wrexham. In my opinion, if I see Barkley or Lavelle in lineup, then forget it. Peterwood 2-2. Wrexham Goalfest. I think it will be a Goalfest. I think it'll be a really classic game. No, my luck, it's now going to be 0-0. That normally happens when I say that. Yeah, surely it's got to be a Goalfest, isn't it? Well, here's Odegaard. Oh, trying to find Calafiore. Good defending there by Brighton. The game is very open right now. I would have Brighton as the slight favourites to take this right now. Big up to the 5,300 people now watching. Thank you ever so much. Free kick to Arsenal. Oh, good cross there by Brighton. Well defended by Arsenal and Calafiore. People saying Tranmere don't score many, but they're playing Port Vale and Notts County. True. I'm saying 3-0 to Tranmere. Interesting. I'm going to have qualifying on the same time as the game. Don't blame me, mate. I'm going to try and wrap all these these streams up as quick as I can so I can actually watch the qualifying. Not too worried if I miss the first one, but I like the second and the third one. Right, trying to find Saka. Saka can't collect the ball. And Brighton win the ball back. Coming up close to 6,000 now. Yellow card for Timber. Yeah, that's a yellow. All day long. Let's have a look. Good afternoon, Bobby. Hope big up to you, Early Doors Football TV. Hope you're doing well too. Big up to the 6,200 people currently watching. Really appreciate it. Be right back. Recording. No worries, mate. Oh, let me know when you get back as well. Afternoon, all in the chat. Don't forget. Oh, thank you very much, Early Doors. Appreciate that. Please do subscribe to Chris Welch, Early Doors Football TV as well, and anyone else that's been in the chat. I think Munsy's got a channel as well. He was in there earlier. But yeah, please do subscribe to all the channels that you can. Thank you very much. Big up to the 6,400 people now watching. What's the feeling that a lot of these are now opposition fans now coming in thinking, So double change here for Brighton. So Ruta is coming on for Minte, and Veltman is coming on for Stuplan. Martinelli is going to be coming on shortly as well. So Martinelli is coming. Odegaard's coming off. Saka has now got the captaincy. Oh, here's Havertz. Oh, Saka. Oh, Kai unfortunately fell over at the wrong time there. Let's have a look. Big up to Nick saying, "Hi Bobby, Mr. Red, was it harsh?" If you go into our WhatsApp group that me and you are in, mate, you would think that Arsenal have been extremely hard done by. However, the letter of the law has been followed. Both offences were yellow cards. I can't be any different to the way I am. So I'm going to keep very quiet in that group because they're all thinking this is a ref doing Arsenal injustice. It really isn't. Timber deserved his yellow card. I saw a lot of people saying that he didn't deserve that yellow card. He did. It's one of those. But letter of the law. Sorry, I brought down the charts there. But the letter of the law is he kicked the ball away. But yeah, personal opinion, observation: Liverpool, United, Arsenal all suffered dodgy decisions early in the season, cost points, but never City. Yeah. Well, obviously, if you feel it's different, you know me. I have no issues with people disagreeing with me. But what I would say is the language that is being used in that group WhatsApp is false. In my opinion, it shouldn't be used. Yeah. It's just I can't be any different to the way that I am. Yes, I'm an Arsenal fan. Come on, Saka! Oh, fudging heck. That was better. Got a player down here as well. In my opinion, both yellow cards. The letter of the law is if you kick the ball away, it doesn't matter how far away you kick it. Doesn't matter if it's a millimetre. If you kick that ball away, it's a straight yellow. Does Declan miss the Spurs match? Yes, he will. Yes. Yeah. I think we might. There's a possibility Arsenal might try and fight it, but for me, nah. Go on, mate. What is it? What's the team? Timber's down here, by the way. Big up to the 7,000 people now watching. Thank you very much. Zinchenko's coming on. So Timber will be coming off. Oh, no. Oh, Timber's going to carry on. Oh, no. No, Timber's going off the far side. Right, so now Zinchenko's coming on. It's like Yuri Timber wants to actually come back on. So Zinni's definitely coming on. Right, it makes sense in a minute. If I'm missing any comments, I do apologise. I will be back shortly. I'm just currently on another screen to try and sort this out because that was a really weird substitution. There we go. Let's have a look. Lewis Davies, Hayden, Thomas, Williams, Neil, Vela, Mellish, Adu, Jay, White, Jones, 4-3-3, hopefully. So far, so good. But probably 5-3-2 with Mellish in back 3 and Jones number 10. Probably 5. Okay, positive lineup is so I'm happy. That's why video was quick. Oh, cool. Zinni over Calafiore. Calafiore is already on, mate. So Zinni over Kivior, which doesn't surprise me due to the fact Kivior would have left if we could get the person in that we wanted. So that doesn't surprise me. But no, Calafiore came on earlier in the game. So yeah. Big up to Ryan Bamsey saying, "What you watching it on?" I'm watching it on TNT Sports. Unfortunately, Satvik's not around to tell you where else you possibly could watch it. What is a red state is a bit of a joke compared to 100%. But the laws of law, and this is what they're trying to do, is make sure that to stop this player rebellion, I want to call it, where there's a double clash here of Brighton players. 2 Brighton players have gone down here. I think Russia's one of them. Let's have a look. Oh, yeah. Looks painful. What was I about to say? But yeah, laws of law. Don't like it? Find a way of changing it. Don't forget, this is not the Premier League law. This is set up by IFAB. So yeah, it is what it is. My heart says 2-0 Carlisle, but head says 3-0 Tranmere. I like the fact you do head and heart. I'm quite the same, to be honest, as well. So yeah. Because I'll be delighted with a draw this game, I'll tell you. I don't think Brighton have had a yellow. Have they had a yellow card today? I don't think they have, you know. Oh no, they've had 1. We've had 3. Well, technically 4. No, have we 3? No, 3. Yeah, 3 that resulted into 1 red card. Yeah. Possession has been 62% for Brighton, by the way. Absolute madness. I do not mind the laws if applied evenly, regardless of the team. Sometimes these incidents happen, but they seem unusual. Later in the weekend, we see this. Yeah, that one I definitely agree. This game has been followed by the letter of the law. So I expect the rest of the games we see for the rest of the weekend to go exactly the same way. right? Chris Kavanagh has done nothing wrong. He has done the letter of the law. It's these other jokers that go, oh, you know what? That don't matter. It does matter because the law's the law. It pisses me off when people do not follow the rules in every single game, because then as fans, you look at it as cheating and all that kind of stuff when it's not. Chris Kavanagh has done exactly what he should have done. But we're at home, so who knows? Well, fingers crossed you get the win. Right. We've got Andegra and Enciso coming on here. Enciso. We got to 7,400 people now watching. Arsenal just can't get out. So if we get a point out of this, I'll be well happy. Moments like these, the bench looks a bit bare, particularly with options for attack. Tough season ahead. All I would say is be prepared for Monday, because there is one person to blame for this. And it's someone that I feel that you can't really have a pop at sometimes, but you should be able to when necessary. And for me, I'm not going to be holding back on Monday, because we've put ourselves in this position. No one else. We've got the players out the door. That was Edu's job. No. Edu has done a fantastic job. Fantastic. The man on the screen right now, Mr. Arteta, has this issue, and I'll go into it more on Monday. But Arteta has an issue, and he needs to kind of stop doing this, because it doesn't help. We are not Man City 0.2. We are not Man City B team. We are Arsenal Football Club. I don't care what Pep likes. I don't care what anyone likes. This is Arsenal Football Club. We had the ability to get one striker quite earlier in the summer, and we had the opportunity to get another player in that would have been a very good squad player who would have helped us out over the season, and we chose not to. It's annoyed me, to say the least. And I have to sit there and listen to everyone saying, oh, Arteta's better than bread. No. It really frustrates me, because I will criticise when it's deserved. And he's put us in this position. And look at this game. Look at this game. This just shows you that you cannot work with a small squad. You can't. I get he wants just two players in every position, but we could have got 2 more players in that would have helped. You know, I guarantee both these players wouldn't have minded it if they didn't start every game, because they're not top draw. They are definitely squad fillers and would have helped out when we needed. They were better than Eddie. They were better than other players that have left. Yes, sorry. Honestly, you know what it's like in that WhatsApp group. You can't say something, and it's very much for the fan base. You can't be critical of Arteta. I don't know why. I honestly don't understand this situation with Arteta, because it's not like he's Thierry Henry. It's not like he's Ian Wright, Patrick Vieira. He's Mikel Arteta. He came so late in his career. Why are we putting him on such a high pedestal where he's being mentioned alongside Wenger? Like, what on earth are we doing? Like, I don't want to be Man City 2.0. I don't want to be anything like that team. I think that team is disgusting. This is Arsenal Football Club. All I care about is being Arsenal. That's all I care about. And Arsenal, and Brenny said it, and I'm Nick, I know you're old enough as well to know that we have always had a squad of players. We've never really always been just an 11. You know, back in the 80s and 90s, we were way more than that. You know, you never knew who was going to go play on the wing. You never really knew who was going to be up front. You never really knew who was going to be in defence. There were a couple of players that, you know, you guarantee would be starting, but there was always that excitement of who's going to be at centre-back, who's going to be here, who's going to be playing that position, because we had the squad depth. You don't have that anymore. We all kind of already guarantee that Saka's going to start every single game. It's really, really frustrating. Oh, hang on. Oh, well done, Raya. Oh, it's 4.5 minutes left. Sorry. I understand people should allow debate and not suck the oxygen out of the conversation. Yes. It's a debate. It's not a this is my fact and that's it. I'm not going to listen to anyone else. You know me, geeks. You know me long enough. I'm not like that. But there are people out there, and we've got definitely some in that WhatsApp group, where if you don't agree with them, they just attack you. like what the heck? It's just not a nice place to be as a football fan anymore, because you know, my dad took me when I was a kid and my brother was a kid, and he would argue with the person that was sat next to him all the blimmin' time. But as soon as the game was over, they were like, "Oh, next time, blah, 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 meet here." You know, you can be friends again straight away. But they can disagree about football, but friendship-wise, absolutely no problems whatsoever. That's how it should be, and it's not like that anymore. And it's quite sad to see, in my opinion. If Arsenal don't win here, not the end of the world for me. No, I think with the situation of Declan Rice being sent off, not winning it is not a big problem. I said this month I'll be happy with 5 points. We're gonna, at the moment, we could be on 7. So I'm happy, because I did think Villa would be a problem. It wasn't such a problem in the end. And I did think this would be a problem. This is why I went for like a 2-1, because I did think it would be a difficult game. Oh, jeez. See, it's that thing. I don't think he has. I think he's followed the letter of the law today. I don't think he's... Yes, people will disagree that the kick away was not a yellow card, but the letter of the law, it's a yellow card. My only question with the yellow cards with Declan is the first one. I'm not sure if the first one was a yellow card. The second one, guaranteed. First one, I'm not sure. Timber, yellow card. Thomas Partey, again, don't think that was a yellow card, in my opinion. But yeah, some of our key moments were delivered by squad members Sylvan, Wiltord, Kalnu, Sigan, all invincibles. Now Raya's got a yellow card, but to be fair, he is time wasting. So again, that's a yellow card. It is what it is. Oh, jeez. But yeah, Arteta for me, I'll be honest, there's nothing really that I'm attached to him about. He played for Rangers, which is my Scottish team. That's where my happiness is with him. If he was a Rangers manager, I'd be delighted. But for Arsenal, nothing really stands out for me. That's why I don't really attach to him. I think Thierry Henry, or I know Ian Wright will never be a manager, but Ian Wright, Bergkamp, even Ray Parlour, Stefan Schwartz. There's many players out there that if they did become manager of Arsenal Football Club, I would be attached to them because they gave me a memory. But Arteta hasn't given me a memory. Oh, sorry. I feel like I'm having a mini rant today. I do apologise. Free kick here. Who's just been given a yellow card there? Oh, João Pedro. Okay. I was just thinking if that's Thomas Partey, we're doomed. João Pedro's got a yellow card. It's all good, Bobby. I appreciate your thank you. It's just honestly, it just frustrates me. It really does. I'll just be happy when this finishes and it's 1-1. I'll chalk this down to, oh well, we've got 2 weeks off after this anyway, so just clear the damn ball. Well done. This is going to annoy Arteta to hell, by the way. And there we go, full time. Right, I'm done. We'll be back in about 10 minutes. Yeah, give me 10 minutes and I'll be back with the match reaction to this game. But really appreciate it. We're over 8,000 people now watching. My biggest issue with the refs is the clear and obvious mistakes that they commit, not the 50-50. I'm tired of complaining. This was an important game to win. Okay, I'm going to quickly finish this off for this, King. The only yellow that I have a little bit, well, 2 actually, 2 iffy yellows in this game was the Thomas Partey one. I felt that was a little bit iffy for a yellow, and the first yellow for Rice. The second one, followed by the letter of the law, that's a yellow. This refereeing needs to continue for the whole weekend, and that is where it's not going to happen. I guarantee it, and that's where the fans will then lose their heads. It's annoying. It's frustrating. It is what it is. Yeah. I'll be back in less than 10 minutes to do the match reaction. So please do tune in for that. Big ups to the 8,000 people currently watching. I'm done for today. Speak to you all very, very soon. Bye-bye.